Talking about styling, the other thing we can do is we can change the styles of Tooltip. And by Tooltip, I mean this thing. So where we have John, where we have oranges, and Steven is 100. So this is called Tooltip, and we can style the border colors in here, and the background color, and the animation, and how it follows the pointer or not, all of that stuff. To do that, we define the Tooltip property on the options object. So one of the first things we will look at is the animation property. You can set it to false. And what would change is now we have animation, and it, when I hover over the other data point, it kind of animates a transition between them. Goes smoothly and nice. And if I refresh now with our property animation to false, it would go a little more, it doesn't look like animation, and it like a bit jumps around. Whichever way you prefer, you can change this animation property, but it's probably best to leave it to true as the default is, because it looks nicer. Next property you can change is background color. So this will be a string of color. I chose this. This is not readable, of course, but the point is that you can change it. Of course, when you do the background color like this, the text is not readable, and unfortunately I haven't seen in the documentation the text color property, but there is still a style property, so you can do color something like FFF, and it should have a better contrast, so it reads nicely. So you don't have text color, but you have background color, you have style property, and you have border color. I'm not sure what I'm typing, it's just, let's see what color that is. Okay, so it's kind of like a red color. And the other property we will look at is border radius. By default is 5, you can change it to 10, oh no, and you can go like 20 maybe. And it changes a bit in border radius. So see what number you like when you're styling this. And the next property we can look at is follow pointer. If you put it to true, the data point tooltips just follow the pointer. So here is John, and you go. Now you move over to Steven, and it shows here. So it just follows wherever the mouse is on the chart. It shows that data point that is closest to that. If you like this, it's okay. If not, it's false by default, and by default it defaults, and by default it behaves like this. So you just kind of jump around whichever it shows. So by default it would show the tooltip right at the top of the data point, and it wouldn't just jump around and follow the mouse. So this is it for the styling of tooltips.